It is Sunday, November 18th, 2012, and I want to shoot this video for my kids and grandson, basically, and a few close friends. This is where I am living with my dad and my brothers on Seibel Drive in Silver Spring, Maryland, and it is a mid-50s out, gorgeous day, and we're just going to take a tour. And this is mainly for you, Dominic. Show you where Grandpa lives. We had a real big storm here back in July, and this old tree, it ripped down about a third of this tree right across this yard, and we ended up cutting some big branches off of it because it was endangering the house. And that's what's left of this tree. This tree's got to be 60 or 70 years old or so. It's still alive, but it is really butchered. And we are burning firewood from it. And across the street is where Bill and Joe live. And they're an older couple, and they had an evergreen tree that blew over in the front of their yard, and we took that tree and moved it in the backyard, and we are burning that. We have a fire pit in our backyard, and we just have a great time back there burning fires. And right now my younger brother Gary and I are enclosing this back patio because we love sitting out here and smoking a cigar and drinking a beer and solving the problems of the world. That's an electric chainsaw that we're cutting up all the wood. And this is the back patio, which is a mess right now. But we're going to put plexiglass paneling up on top. We're going to do that in about a week. And then we've got some propane heaters, or one propane heater and one kerosene heater. Both are about 15,000 BTU. So in the winter, we'll have about 30,000 BTU in here, which will be more than enough. It'll be 75 degrees in here when it's 20 degrees outside. On the right side of that garage is where all my stuff will be stored from Cleveland. And I'm going to stay here about another 4 to 6 months, and then I'm going to get a 2-bedroom apartment in a place called Olney, O-L-N-E-Y, Maryland, which is about 8 miles from here. This is the plan so far. This is our fire pit, and we have chairs. We sit around. We made these little tables from the wood that blew over across the street. This is the one of the branches of the trees. And my dad, these are some smaller branches, and we screwed these branches in a wood template, and then we screwed the template onto this wood. We call these our Flintstone tables. And we have fires here about 2 times a week, and that's just a lot of cardboard and stuff that we use to start the fire with. And this is some wood we just picked up, just these pieces here we just picked up yesterday. But this is the greens, the evergreen needles, and it goes all the way around to the big logs. This is from one storm back in July, and some of the tree that we had to cut down. And then we've got some more wood we're picking up tomorrow. So we've got tons of wood to last us the rest of the winter, actually, and into next spring. This is our pool that when my kids were little, we used to come out here and swim all day, every day, when we were visiting Grandma and Grandpa. But it cost about $3,000 a year, nobody's swimming in it, and we were just kind of letting it go. Really cool place to live. It's out in the country. This is about 1/3 of an acre of land, and it's quiet. You never hear any cars or sirens or anything really. So let's go inside and check out the inside of the house. This is a family room where we hang out and we watch TV sometimes. And in this casing are 8mm film from when Gary and I were real little, which we're going to transfer onto DVDs, and that's my project into this winter. Get that done. Here's the kitchen. Where we spend too much time eating. The famous coffee pot. That goes on every morning. Every morning, every morning. Dining room. That's a chair we have to get rid of that my mom had to have when she was alive as an invalid. We just have not gotten rid of that. This is the living room. It's a mess. There's our dust collector treadmill. This is where my dad reads. All this furniture is really old. This coffee table, I used to sit on the floor in front of a couch, and I don't think it was this couch, when I was in high school, and had dinner on the coffee table while I watched Hogan's Heroes when I came back from my sports, or either track or basketball or wrestling. This is where my youngest brother Rick hangs out. This used to be my mother's room with her hospital bed when for the 4 years before she died. But Rick uses it just to hang out here. And this is the other bathroom. This is Rick's bedroom. He's lived here all his life. He has never, except for a few years, he's never lived anywhere else. He's 48 almost and still living with Dad. There's Grandpa, or my dad. And my dad is really hard of hearing, so he's in front of his computer and he does more stuff educationally than anybody I know, and he's almost 90. Alright, this is where Gary and I hang out a lot of times. If we're not on the back porch or outside. This is where I sleep, and excuse the mess. It is a really cool bedroom. I love it. I love it down here. I really do. My desk is a total mess. And on top of my dresser are all my cigars. And those boxes are not full, but I've got a bunch of them. I got a big sale on them, and I took them. My motorcycle helmets, CDs, junk. It's where we wash our clothes. Bunch more junk. Our downstairs refrigerator freezer, which we have more. And then in here is my dad's workshop, which has become a junk room. I mean, we've more stuff here. When my dad dies, we're gonna have a field day getting rid of all this stuff. Just so much. But when you own a house, that's what happens. You collect stuff. This is where Gary hangs out, and well, we all do. Shoot pool here. We used to shoot pool on that same pool table when we were in our teens, down in a similar, up in Cleveland, in a similar rec room, very similar to this actually. We used to have parties down there, and everybody shoot pool, and this pool table's been around for 45 years, at least 45 years. And this is a downstairs TV, and where we all, Gary or myself, will lay on the couch and watch TV. This is the piano that I took piano lessons on when I was 8 I think, 8 or 10 years old, 50 years ago. Very much out of tune, and I can bang away a little bit of it, but that's about it. Nothing like I used to, and I wasn't that good back then either. And that's the tour of the house. It is a neat little place. Great place to live. And this out here is our favorite area, like I said, the back patio. We just got to close it in and, gosh, put a couple cots out here. I could stay out here all winter. I just love it out here. We will probably have a fire tonight, and it's a beautiful day. It's Lisa and Dennis's house. Next door, they're a great couple, about my age. And Dennis works for NASA. He works on the Hubble Space Telescope, actually, and some other satellites. And Lisa's a school teacher, I believe. Great couple, great neighbors. And Bill is our neighbor next door with his wife. I forget her name. And that's it. So, from all of us in Silver Spring, I gotta get busy. We gotta collect some more wood from Bill's across the street, and I got a few things I gotta get done today. And then in a few days, go up to Cleveland and visit everybody up there. So, see everybody in a few days.